How are we doing, guys? Moose here, episode 42 of our West Ham United career mode, and we're just going to do a little housekeeping here at the beginning. I saw that the audio, for some reason, in the last 20 seconds or so in the last update, cut out, so I just wanted to bring up the 3 stars for the last game. We had Rabiot with 1, Cresswell with 2, and Sacco man of the match with 3. We then see, getting into this episode again now, Sacco picked up an injury. He'll be out for 3 weeks, which thankfully we did have international duty, so it doesn't make a huge deal. But then Jenkinson picks up an injury on international duty as well. He'll be out for 3 weeks, so disappointing, but we did see Jenkinson, Delph, and Andy Carroll all got sent on England duty, so a little bit more realistic now seeing some guys that should actually be in the England squad, as opposed to it was weird when we saw, not that Wickham and Morrison aren't deserving, but guys that aren't even starters on our team got called up. Now we had the real guys called up to hopefully play a big part. But we get into a game here against Southampton, who are off to a pretty solid start to the season. 17 points from 12 games leaves them in 7th position. We're currently in 5th, just ahead of them. So a game that we really want to win here, and we had to mix up the squad just because of Jenkinson's injury. I decided to go with the 3-5-1-1 again, which worked really, really well against Hull. So we do see Oxlade-Chamberlain on the right, Cresswell on the left, Downing sitting behind Valencia this time because Carroll came back from international duty, not fully fit. So for that reason, I decided to rest him a little bit this game because we do have a few big games coming up. Obviously, we're going to be playing Queen's Park Rangers in the second half of this episode. It's another game that we're going to get into here as we have a game against Southampton coming out in a 4-5-1, a 4-1. 4-1 essentially is what they rolled out in, and we started off very brightly here, winning a corner. It is headed away as far as Enter Valencia, but he shows that he is a danger man. He's looking to come back. He's been out of sorts a bit lately, and he's trying to just get back to the form they had last year, and this is a positive way to start it. Enter Valencia gives us a 1-0 lead in the 19th minute. The goal was really made by Oxlade-Chamberlain, using his pace and his technical ability to just dribble through a crowd, find plenty of space, gets into the area, just lays it back for Valencia, where his first shot is blocked, but he sticks with it, shows the persistence there, and does smash the ball past 2 Southampton defenders. Klein's not able to clear it. I think Yoshida's not able to clear it, and Jasper Cillessen, the goalkeeper, not able to make the save. The Dutch keeper unable to keep the ball out of the back of the net. But we get a great chance here then with a free kick. Stuart Downing's shot is tipped onto the bar by Cillessen. That could have been the 2-0 lead for us. It would have been a wonder goal from Downing from that far out. What a free kick it was. So he just looped it over the wall with enough power that all Cillessen could do was just touch it off the post. Unluckily for us, but Adrian makes his first real save of the game. With Southampton did get into it late on in the end of the first half here, creating a couple of chances here. Adrian tipped one over the bar to make a save, and then that second header, luckily for us, did rocket just over top of the crossbar. So luckily, we do hang on to the lead here, and we use a nice little bit of intricate play here between Noble and Downing playing a 1-2 to allow Downing to just step in, float the ball towards Rabiot. He's bundled over in the box. I thought it should have been a penalty, as it didn't look like the Southampton defender got any of the ball. Referee was having none of it. I didn't think he was in the best placement to be making that call, unfortunately, but we can't be getting all the luck. Great chance here again. What a ball in from Oxlade-Chamberlain that was, as Downing missed a header after Oxlade-Chamberlain's first shot was stopped by Cillessen. So Cillessen having a nice game here, but Aaron Cresswell on the left wing trying to create some here from that more advanced position that we're having him in. Lays a pass into Mark Noble. The England man cuts inside on his stronger right foot, but he's just not able to find the back of it. And then Downing, after being played through on a wonderful ball, floats it in for Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's pushed away as far as Adrian Rabiot. He strikes it on his left foot, and it just ricochets off the outside of the woodwork. We're having so much bad luck here. A couple of shots off the bar that could have given us a more comfortable advantage and a little bit of space here. But Enter Valencia is able to do just that with a wonderful goal. It's a great finish. Oxlade-Chamberlain playing another big part. I don't think he actually got an assist on the first one, but he will get one on this second one here. Just a simple pass into Valencia at the top of the box. He does really well by turning his defender here. That's all he had to do. Just turns on a dime, one touch, bang, curls it around Cillessen. You'll see from this angle the shot has some curve on it, which allows it to get past the man at the near post. A little bit disappointing maybe for the Dutch goalkeeper, but it's a great finish from Valencia, and it dips right at that vital moment where Cillessen would have wanted to make contact with his hands. So it's a great goal, and Valencia hopefully getting back onto the form that we expected from him coming into this season. He's now got 4 goals in the Premier League at this moment in time, so a couple of big goals and really giving us that breathing space we need at home where we want to be picking up all the points, and this will seal the deal. What a wonder ball from Adrian Rabiot, who's been so solid for us. Cillessen with a bit of a weak goal as Oxlade-Chamberlain scuffs his shot. He looked to hit it with power across the face of the keeper. Instead, he kind of scuffs it, hits it with the side of his foot, and it goes right through. He nutmegs Silson and into the back of the net. But really, this goal was made by that wonder ball from Rabiot. So this honestly could be a goal of the season candidate, not for the finish itself, but for that pass. It reminds me of Jenkinson's pass against Crystal Palace to Enter Valencia last year, where he hit a through ball over the top of the entire defense, just floated it over right onto the feet of the man, and it was a great finish from Valencia and tidy from Oxlade-Chamberlain here as well. So good to see the former Arsenal man making an impact on the game, as he really has. He's got a goal and an assist, and he's just looked fantastic while Valencia's been the danger man. 1-2 that had played from Rabiot into Oxlade-Chamberlain, back to Connor Wickham, who's come on as a substitute for Valencia. His shot is well saved by Silson, and that would be all she wrote. So you can see we just dominated this game really from start to finish, with the exception of a couple chances around halftime early on. 9 shots on target to their 1, 14-6 total, and a dominating performance in terms of possession. And the 3 Moose's hammers for the game: Enter Valencia with 2 goals, picks up 3 points. Oxlade-Chamberlain with a goal and assist, picks up 2. And Adrien Rabiot picks up another point. He picked up one against Norwich City. I'll tell you what, he's been doing really, really well. Obviously, he did complain about his playing time an episode or 2 ago, and since then I've gotten him into the club, and he has been looking fantastic. And we get another note here: Daniel Potts, backup left back. He's behind Creswell and Oxlade-Chamberlain, or not Oxlade-Chamberlain, O'Brien, I should say, in the lineup, and he wants to be in the first team. Get out of here. We'll sell you on if you want to play, if that's all you need. And then Jenkinson, we told you he got injured in England duty, and he's come to me in a meeting. He said the physio's cleared him, but he's just not feeling up to it. And I gotta say, when I had the meeting with Jenko, I was really happy with him, because it takes a big man to tell the boss, you know what, I'm not ready to play, because he wants to play every game. He's the type of player that always wants to be in a team and wants to be influenced in the game. But when he knows he's not fully fit, he doesn't want to hurt the team. He's a huge team player, and it's great to see him give that impact back by saying, you know what, boss, I want to wait this game out. I'm not ready to play yet. Just so you know. So with that, we did come out with a 3 at the back formation yet again. Cresswell playing as a left midfielder. Collins and Kulu and Reed at the back. Carroll coming back into the starting line with Valencia Downing sitting just behind Rabiot. Getting another start for us here, as Noble, I should say, actually did pick up a knock, so that left him out of the starting lineup anyway. So Rabiot will pair with Fabian Delph in midfield, and then Oxlade-Chamberlain out on right midfield. And then we get the former Hammer, Bobby Zamora, leading the line for QPR up top with Charlie Austin. Goal machine he really has been for them. So a couple of danger men we have to watch out for, but at home against a team that's pretty low in the table, we should be having a go at them and really taking the 3 points again. These are vital points that we really need to be taken if we want to get back on top form, especially with some of our strikers who've been leaving things up to Andy Carroll to do it all himself at this point. But hopefully we can get back to winning ways here after struggling the last few episodes, picking up some draws and not really the best positions that we want to be in. Couple of wins here would be fantastic for us to push our way back up the table and really start pressing for what I honestly want. Also, our goal is Europa League, but I would love to even push for 4th place. I think 4th place would be a wonderful finish for us. I think we do have the squad that could do it. Obviously, the tough part has been finding a formation that's going to work for us this year. And we've really tried a few different ones. Obviously, the 3-5-1-1. We're now trying the 3-4-1-2, which you saw Van Gaal kind of use a bit at Manchester United this year. Also, on that note, I watched the West Ham Man United game today, and we deserved the victory. It's a shame that they had to pick up that late equalizer. I would have loved for us to pick up the win, but fair play. We had a fantastic game. I thought we deserved the win. It hopefully will lead to better performances similar to this. Andy Carroll, that's a goal of the season candidate. That is an unbelievable build-up. Watch it back. Beautiful one-touch football. Eventually finds its way on a wonderful through ball to Aaron Cresswell. It's a great ball. Look at Stuart Downing. Bang. Sees around a Cresswell. It's a simple one pass right in the middle to Andy Carroll, and he just ricochets it. It's not the best of passes. It goes into his feet, but it's a beautiful finish from the big striker. And I was talking about how we have relied a bit too much on Andy Carroll lately, but you know what? If he's going to keep scoring goals like this, that's what we're going to do. He's a big target for us in the center of the field, and he shows that he can do stuff on the floor as well as he can with his noggin. It's fantastic to see Andy making such an impact. But what a ball in from Stuart Downing to find Cresswell and it's a simple pass in. It's really all he had to do was lay it square for Andy and let him do the rest. So it's a fantastic goal and a great way to keep up our run. Give us an early 1-0 lead because really we don't want to be playing from behind. We seem to struggle. We like taking the lead early on. Valencia creating a lovely chance here. Nearly found Stewart down, and what a chance that would have been, but cleared away by the Queen's Park Rangers defense. And we are just all over them at this moment in time. Enter Valencia here with a fantastic chance. He does really well to get around his defender, and that's a beautiful goal. Valencia is absolutely on red-hot fire right now. It's a beautiful goal. It's a great pass in here. Valencia does all the rest. There was tons of work to do when he picked up the ball, and he does really well. He uses that combination, I should say, of pace that he has and technical ability, much like I said about Oxlade-Chamberlain that helped create the goal in the last game. Valencia has it bags as well, just bags of quality. And look at him. He's just in raucous form, and he's really been enjoying his football of late, and that's why he's been getting in the team for, in the Premier League. Obviously, we've had to rotate a bit in the Cups and in Europa League and whatnot just because of fitness, but when in the Premier League where we really want to be achieving our top results, Valencia's been in there, Carroll's been in there, and that's how we want to keep it. Queen's Park Rangers then get a goal through Bobby Zamora, but it is waved off for offsides, thankfully for us, because that would have given them a lifeline back into the match, and it's a fair call. I mean, he's miles offsides. Look at him. He's 2 or 3 yards offside, so it's a pretty fair call in terms of that. And it did turn out to be a decisive moment because Queen's Park Rangers here do win a free kick in the 90th minute. Sandra, from about, I want to say 35 yards here, decides to step up and smack it, and he scored a wonder goal. Look at the finish here. It's gone off the underside of the bar, and it's a bar down beauty, but you got to be questioning Adrian here. With the ball so far away, it actually goes to the side that he's positioned at. Look, he's positioned right where the ball goes to, and somehow it still eludes his fingertips and goes in the back of net. So I'll have to have a word with Adrian. He's been fantastic for us this season, as he was last year, but I'm going to have a word with him. You got to keep your composure that late in the game. I know we're up 2 goals, and it seems like a sure victory, but you got to be aware that if a guy's going to strike it from range, you have to be able to keep that out, especially when it's right to you. So it's disappointing that, kind of a disappointing note to end the game on, but that said, it's 3 points well earned, definitely deserved for us. Carroll and Valencia are 2 strikers picking up 2 goals, and that's how we really want to keep it. And with that performance, we actually picked up 1 star for Nkulu, 2 points for Aaron Cresswell, and 3 for the big striker Andy Carroll, who was an absolute menace for us today to help us pick up 6 points from 6 in this episode to hopefully lead us towards the January transfer window. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe and keep watching up to episode 43. We'll see you then, guys. Bye-bye.